G'day guys, welcome back to episode 13 of the PC Setup Showdown. In last week's episode, it was a very close one. However, Offer ended up winning that week. So we will be sending you an email, so keep an eye out for your inbox over the coming days and we will get you sorted with your prize. Guys, if you would like to submit your PC or your setup to be featured on the channel, I'll have a video link down in the description below. It'll tell you everything you need to do to be able to enter. As always, each week we do feature 3 PCs or 3 setups and we categorize them to make it very fair. All you guys have to do is leave your vote in the description below, and every single piece of hardware that you see in the video will be linked in the description as well if you guys did want to go check them out. So guys, get your submissions in, don't forget to vote, and good luck to our 3 contestants. Our first submission is from John and he calls this project Ihope. His PC specs consist of the Asrock Z270 Extreme 4 motherboard paired with an Intel Core i7-7700K, which is a 4-core 8-threaded CPU perfect for gaming. He has 2 sticks of Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB memory at 16GB, 3000 MHz speeds, and his GPU is the GTX 1080 Hall of Fame. Storage was not provided and the whole system is powered by a custom painted Aerocool Strike X 800 watt power supply. Before we begin, firstly I'd love to commend John for his photography. Some of the best photos of hardware I have seen in a very long time. John's PC is absolutely amazing. Extremely well color coordinated with white, blue and black accents coming together seamlessly. You chose the Ihope theme and you were consistent throughout the whole build. Custom Ihope AIO, custom Ihope fan grills and a nice power supply cover to hide the power supply cables. Cable management is on point and the sleeved white cables bring it to the next level. If I was going to be extremely picky, I would love to see the white cable combs, but that is being very picky. The black still does look great. John's PC is mounted to the wall and he even took the time to route the cables coming from the motherboard to the back of the case. Honestly, this PC is very hard to fault. Moving on to John's setup. By the way, this had me lost for words. The monitor of choice is the Acer Predator X34, which is a curved IPS panel with the ability to overclock to 100 Hz. I love how you made the custom desk and backdrop. It creates focus to the monitor because the backdrop is actually offset from the rest of the wall. It also creates a neat way to hide the monitor cables as you have it wall mounted. Excellent work. The keyboard is the Corsair Strafe RGB MX Silent paired with the Corsair M65 Pro RGB on the Corsair MM800 Polaris Mouse Pad. Again, I really appreciate the work put into this custom desk. The keyboard and the mouse wires are extremely well hidden. I assume you have holes for them to route through. This setup is so minimal and yet so well thought out for each component. Symmetry is well implemented and you have added personality to the setup with the figurines and picture frames. LED lights are well hidden as well and we can only see ambient glow. Also, not a cable in sight. Perfect setup, John. I appreciate the hard work. Thank you very much for entering. Our second submission is from Kenton and he calls this Project Colorworks. Again, I appreciate the quality photos. For the specs, the motherboard was not provided, however I'm confident that it is the Asus Maximus formula because of the VRM water cooling. The CPU is the Intel Core i7-8700K overclocked to 5.2 GHz. This CPU has 6 cores and 12 threads, making it perfect for gaming and multi-threaded tasks. He has 4 sticks of Trident Z RGB RAM for a total of 32 GB at 3200 MHz. The GPU is an EVGA FTW Hydro Copper 1080 Ti overclocked like crazy to achieve an amazing gaming experience. The boot drive is a Samsung 970 M.2 SSD, as well as a second for some of his favourite programs, and he has a 1TB Samsung 860 SSD for the rest of his storage. Powering the whole system is the Corsair 1200i power supply. Kenton says that he wanted to achieve the best performance possible, best looks possible, and silent operation. He has fan profiles for silent operation and chose to use the Corsair RGB fans in push configuration and Noctua fans for performance in pull configuration. This PC is super clean. There are 2 separate loops for cooling, and I love how they are routed. The ambient glow of the white lighting makes everything look clean and premium, and the custom work such as the power supply cover, back and floor panels really complete the build. Another perfect PC for today's episode. Thank you, Kenton, for entering. Our third and final submission is from Ming, and he calls this project Dapper Build. Today's episode is going to be extremely tough. For the specs, he is using the MSI X99A Gaming Pro Carbon motherboard paired with an Intel i7 6800K, a 6-core 12-thread CPU with a lower stock frequency than the 8700K, but at the time these CPUs were popular for multi-threaded tasks. He has 32 gigabytes of Crucial Ballistics Sport RAM and a Gigabyte GTX 1080 Ti powering those gaming pixels. His OS is stored on a SanDisk 480GB SSD, and he has 2 4TB Seagate hard drives. At first glance, all I can say is wow. I love when people put a lot of time and effort into their hobbies, and it really shows. The whole theme is based off of the motherboard's carbon accents, the back panel is covered, and covering the power supply side writing has really cleaned up the build. Your color theme is very consistent throughout, and I love the attention to detail on the tube runs. I cannot see a loose cable in sight, and again, I love the color choice for your sleeved cables. The orange matches the coolant really well. Your choice of lighting works well with your theme. White is a great highlight color, and it works well with any color scheme. That custom reservoir is sweet as well, doesn't block any airflow and saves a lot of room. Overall, a clean design. Thank you, Ming, for answering. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed episode 13. I know this is going to be a tough one. Leave your votes down in the description below. I'll leave all hardware in the description as well. And guys, we need your entries in. So if you want a chance to win a prize, why not submit it? We do group them, we make it fair, so you have as much chance as anyone else. So definitely check out the link in the description. It's a video link. It'll tell you how to enter and send in your builds to be featured. Thanks for watching, guys. We've got lots of custom PCs, reviews, modding tutorials, and much more on the channel, so check them out after this video. And if you liked this video, leave a like and consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys in the next one.